Hi guys, welcome back to Spilling the Tea podcast. This is a very special episode with your host Kiki and guest
Jasper
and Kai.
Guys, I'm so excited because today you may notice that we're missing someone, but we kind of kicked out Auntie Halen, and I brought my amazing two youth advisory boards from Spill the Tea Cafe. Welcome. This is your second time here, and this is your first time. How are we feeling about it?
Well, I mean, we did talk about me being on earlier, but I was busy.
How are you feeling? You're back.
I'm great. Excited to be back.
Excited to be back. You've been so busy, my dude,
have.
and you too.
Fan favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're home for the summer?
Yep.
And then this is your last semester before you have to go off to college.
My last summer here, as a high schooler.
Yeah.
Wow. You guys are growing so fast. It feels like it was just yesterday when I met you guys. Guys, how are we feeling about Youth Thrive Fest?
Well, I mean, it's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening. What about you, Jasper?
I'm
if
excited.
there was one word, ESL guys, if there was one word that you could use to describe Youth Thrive Fest, what would that be?
Probably empowering.
Slay! What about you, Kai?
Needed.
Need it?
It's very needed here, especially.
And for those that don't know, Youth Thrive Fest is a event that Spill the Tea Cafe is putting together. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, we got a new logo. But Youth Thrive Fest is a summer event that Spill the Tea Cafe is putting together on June 13. It's going to be at the Kahala Resort from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And basically, it's going to be a transformative celebration of youth empowerment and resilience. And I'm super excited because it's literally like one of a kind. I mean, we've done like big events in the past, right? But nothing like what Youth Thrive Fest is gonna be like. Have you guys been to our other events?
Yeah.
Why did we say yeah like that? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, I mean, we're always recruited.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you are a youth ambassador at Spill the Tea Cafe. I mean, but honestly, like, when you guys go to our events, like, you guys really change the vibe, right? So for us, it's really important that when we put events, we are getting input from you guys. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen our social media, but I started creating a bunch of graphics, and these two kids, they were both like, we don't like that. That looks very childish.
No.
Looks like Disney. I'm like, wow, not very cutesy, not very demure, right? But again, at Youth Thrive Fest, it's gonna be an event that is for the youth, but by the youth. I mean, these are your NC of the night. How are you
slammed
feeling?
the graphics immediately.
Yeah. Terrible.
I will say we talked about it as you were speaking.
Unmute. We did say some other things about it.
It's hilarious though, because every single Friday leading up to the event, we meet literally for 1 hour, like the whole youth advisory board and other advisory members of the community. We meet every Friday, and I always see Jasper and Kai in a corner, like with their Zoom muting, and they're like yapping, and I'm like, unmute, say something, let's talk about it.
See, but you'd get mad at us.
No, but again, really, I'm really thankful that you guys have allowed me to even like do this special episode with you guys, and yeah, I'm really excited to see how Youth Thrive Fest is gonna be like, and looking forward to it. Now a little bit on the more like serious side, right? Of course, we are a space where our youth can come hang out, drink free boba, play games, but above all, what are other services youth get here at Spill the Tea?
I get therapy.
Period. And talking about therapy and mental health, why do you guys think that mental health is so important? Like talking about these topics among your generation, why do you guys think it's so important?
See, there's two routes we can go here. Well, I mean, the less people talk about it, the less people know about it, I guess the more stigmatized it gets. Even now, it's like, even if it's a big topic, so many people are like, oh, I saw it in movies, and like, they're crazy people, and like, all the people in the psych wards, they just want to kill other people, and they're psychotic, and they hate everyone. When it's like, normal kids who just need help.
Yeah, we do arts and crafts.
Yeah, no, and I agree, and I think that that is something that has been carried among generations. I mean, even when I was a teenager, my parents, like, they took me to therapy, and honestly at first it didn't work out for me just because I wasn't able to explore different therapists that may click with me. Because as you guys know, we tell all of our kiddos here, like, hey, if you get connected to Miss Kiki and you don't click with Kiki, like, that's okay, we can change therapists. Like, Miss Kiki's not gonna take it personal, right? But for me, like, I didn't have that experience, and growing up, mental health was really stigmatized. I mean, coming from a Latina background, my grandparents always said that mental health was for crazy people or like people that were hearing voices, right? Which I don't think it's true. I mean, it's definitely not. And I still go to therapy. I mean, as a 28-year-old, I go to therapy every single week. And you don't have to be like feeling X, Y, and Z. Like, you can literally just go to therapy because school is a lot, right? Or maybe like your relationship with your parents, or for anything, right? I think it's as important as going to the dentist, right? What about you, Jasper? What do you think talking about mental health is so important among your generation?
I mean, similar to Kai, just raising awareness, but also we spent a good amount of our formative years locked inside our houses. And so that did, I'd say, a lot of damage to most of us. And being able to talk to other people about it and being open about how it impacted us really helps us feel more connected in a way that we kind of lost during the pandemic.
Yeah, the pandemic was really rough, and that's when we opened. I mean, we opened right during the peak of the pandemic. We saw the numbers in the state of Hawaii. The beds were extremely full, and honestly, there was like nobody could take the overflow, and that's when Spill the Tea Cafe opened. So we definitely saw that. We definitely saw that. And the isolation, like you guys not being able to go to school, connect with your peers, that was really, really, really rough.
Literally, we were talking to Matt about it. We were like, yeah, everything from 2020 to like 2022, everyone should forget it.
Yeah, I'm like, where's my refund?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, COVID times were really tough. What are some places or people or safe spaces that help you feel seen and inspired?
I mean, here, obviously, this is where
He said, obviously, girl.
I really first started coming out of my shell and being more open about my identity and who I was. But also, in terms of people like Kai, you know, people that share identities with me and who I can talk to, and it gives me a sense of purpose in my life, especially because he's younger than me and I see sort of my younger self in him, and it's very healing to be able to sort of be the role that I didn't have and see the change and know that, like, because of the people he has in his life, Kai's going to be so much better than I am.
What if I break down right now?
It's okay, we can get tissues.
I think it's similar but opposite for me, and like with Jasper, like having someone like him in my life to guide me through like certain things that he's experienced that I'm just starting to experience, that I'm having trouble with. Like, he can give me advice, and like I know that there's people that I can rely on to be there for me that don't hate me. Because I've always had like problems with not fully feeling safe with my friends, because I was like, oh, but like, what if they do feel this way about me? And I've never felt that way about Jasper and like Brayton and Isa and like all of them. I've never felt that way with them, which is strange, but it's like, it's really nice.
I love that. I think that there's definitely a magical connection when you find your tribe. It's like that saying that says, like, find your tribe and love them hard, because they don't let you down. They are people where you can be yourself and you know that you're not going to be judged, right? It's, again, like you being able to find a possibility model in Jasper, and Jasper also being able to feel like, oh, I can lead in a way that other youth want to follow. And I think that what is so special about this bond that I see right here is that it doesn't matter where you go or for how long you're gone. Like, when you guys get back together, like during summer or spring break or Christmas, it's like you've never been gone, dude, right? And you, both of you are just so full of light, and I have truly enjoyed to see your like transformational throughout the years, and I'm really proud of you guys. I think that for me, when I hear the word like safe spaces, it's definitely a place where they listen and they don't judge, right? I think that for me, also a safe space means that, hey, if I just want to sit in the corner and do nothing but still be present in the room, I can do that. And sometimes I see that, right? I see kiddos that come to Spill the Tea Cafe and they just hang out in the corner and like, they just want to be on their phones, they want to play games, they want their boba, right? But they still come to a place where it feels safe for them. When we are talking about rewriting our future, right? Because in case you guys didn't know, the whole theme around Youth Thrive Fest is to own our future and to step into our power and know that, hey, you hold the pen and you are the author of your life, right? When we're talking about rewriting our future, what does rewriting our future or your future means to you?
You go first.
It's gonna be a game
Little
now.
tap in the knee, like, hey, you go first.
I think, I was talking a bit to you about this. I think it's taking what has been like pushed onto me and throwing that away, making it my own. Like disregarding what I've been expected to do and instead doing what I think I need to do.
And when you say like push away those expectations or like other people's ideas, like can you tell me more a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, like it's not that I'm not gonna do them. It's that I'm gonna prioritize what I find important to me, and what's going to like really shape my life before I put other people in front.
Period. And I think that's very powerful, Kai, because a lot of youth that may be watching this video, or even like a lot of parents that may not know that they're, you know, like subconsciously like putting their dreams onto their kids, or like, oh, I want you to become a doctor because deep down that was their dream, right? And like a lot of kids are going to bed really stressed and waking up every morning and saying like, oh my God, I'm not fulfilling my parents' dream. And really it's like, no, let's put a stop to that. What do you really want to do with your future, right? Like what really fuels you, right? And then once you have identified that, follow that, route. What about you, Jasper? What does rewriting your future means to you?
I mean, similar to Kai, sort of subverting the expectations set for you. I think when I was coming out as trans and as gay, there was an understanding internally that I was going to die young. I accepted it, and then I turned 18, and then I turned 19, and then I turned 20, and then I turned 21, and it sort of dawned on me that, oh, I have to kind of rewrite my future because I'm not dying young. It was finally, I could see a future for me that I hadn't seen before. So rewriting it is just, I mean, it's basically just writing it at this point. I don't have a set plan, but that's a good thing because my plan before was, death.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you're here.
Me too.
Thank you so much for sharing that, because I know that for some people it can be something very difficult to talk about, and I think that we do have to normalize these kind of conversations because we may not know who behind, right? Like this video on the other side may be watching on the screen that may be having these thoughts and may not be wanting to reach out for help because, oh, what if they think I'm crazy, or like the stigma around it, or like I'm not worth asking for help. And I think that it's very important that others see that, yes, it happened to me, and also you can try your best to, I guess, manage those negative emotions or get connected to a therapist or seek for help from a friend, right? Because I get it. Maybe some kids don't want to go to a therapy, right? But we still have mentors here, right? Connect to a mentor, connect to a friend that may be able to get it. So thank you so much for sharing. Now that we're talking about that and we're like, giving a message to the youth, for both of you, I know that many teens may be feeling right now like they're going through it and they are the only ones going through it, right? Or struggling with their mental health, specifically during like the political uncertainty that we're going through right now. What is something that you've learned about healing or holding on, right, for those youth?
There is a community around you, even though it doesn't feel like it. And
Sorry, but someone's mic did something funny.
Oh no.
oh no.
Okay, that's gonna allow me to ask the question again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more
Period.
time, sorry. Let's pick up from there, Kiki. Go ahead.
So now that we're talking about, right, like some of your thoughts, right? I know that many teens feel like they're the only ones going through it or struggling with their mental health. What is something that you've both have learned about healing or even holding on?
I mean, obviously, the first thing is you're not alone. No one's ever alone, even though it never feels like that. And people tell you, and you go, "Shut up, I am." But there is a community around you, and even if it feels like you're never gonna find them, maybe they'll find you. But until then, holding on, because you never know sort of when it's gonna come. And if you give up, you're gonna lose it forever, and you're gonna lose out on so many incredible connections and so many opportunities that come from finding your people. And so even though it sucks and even though it's lonely and scary, like the most powerful thing you can do, especially in today's political climate, is stay alive.
How did you find your people, Jasper?
I waited. It was a long time. I didn't think I would. I'm really lucky that I have a lot of friends from elementary school that are still like my best friends, and from high school. But even then, there are some things that they can't relate to because of my experiences and my identity, that finding other people who had similar experiences and identified the same way that I did, it's a sense of connection. And there's sort of an understanding within the trans community especially that, you know, we're all in this together. And there's an understanding between trans people that is so sort of instinctual and inherent that I don't think other people would understand.
Wow, slay.
Sitting in your living room breaking
Jasper
down
Yeah.
ate that up like no crumbs. No, thank you. I really appreciate you sharing. What about you, Kai? What is something that you've learned about healing or even holding on?
Definitely that, like, it gets worse than before it gets better. Like, there have been so many times where I was like, well, it's only going downhill. Like, it'll never get better. I might as well just give up now. But then suddenly it's like huge spike and I'm like doing amazing and I've like reached goals that I've been waiting for. Like, it's the waiting. Like, you can't give up because you feel like you're at your worst. Giving up at that time means you'll never like really know if you were about to make it or not. I know there are so many things that I've done now that I wouldn't have been able to do if I gave up. It's like also having the people, the support systems, the people around you that understand you, that really pushes you to not give up. Because it's either like you're seeing them on the same or similar journey that you're on, and you're thinking like, hey, I want you to do this because you deserve it. Like, you deserve to succeed. You have to see it from an outside lens. Like, you have to see yourself as that person. Like, if you want your friend to succeed, you also should succeed. It's just because you are feeling a certain way doesn't mean you are unable to or not deserving of the same success that you believe your friends should get.
Period. I know you mentioned somewhere in that conversation, you did say that there are some things that you've been able to accomplish or do because you did not give up. Do you want to share some of those if you're comfortable sharing?
Oh, the award. It's I don't want to gloat. Sorry, I heard someone.
Oh, yeah, you got. Yeah. Sorry.
You're good.
I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll push my narcissistic rant to the side.
I'm like,
No.
no, I get to talk about my award too.
I was gonna open it with like, see,
Our
like
awards.
I saw it. Yeah, literally. Ugh, it's so hard being us.
It's so hard being famous and popular and successful. You wouldn't get it. So hard.
So hard.
Come up on Google when you search me. It's so difficult. Ugh. What went off? Oh, my heart rate rose above 110 while I was
Jesus.
sitting for 10 minutes or more.
That's not good.
That's nice. Well, I'm getting my Holter monitor tomorrow, so
Maybe you're anxious.
maybe.
Is this anxiety inducing? Is this anxiety inducing?
scared?
Are you scared? I feel the need to roll down my pants. still hear the TV. I like carving wood.
Yeah. Who's got a jackhammer for no reason? I think they do that by my building. I'm like, you guys aren't making any progress on this apartment, but somehow it's
Always
still
construction
going.
noise.
Shit, okay, where do we pick up from?
Slay!
I was talking about
No, I got you,
The thing.
my friend.
Okay, go ahead.
We're back.
opera.
Kai.
Hello.
Hello, my friend. Kai, I know that, at some point in between those lines, you did say that there have been some things that you've been able to accomplish and do because you decided to not give up. Would you mind sharing what are those? Only if you feel comfortable, of course.
Very comfortable. So
He said, let me get comfortable. We're all gonna get comfy.
I'll say like the award, obviously. 29th of May. but,
Wait,
like,
let's pause. Can we talk about that? What's happening on May 29th?
I'm receiving the, what is it called? Outstanding Youth Mental Health Advocate Award
Slay! Woo!
from Mental Health America of Hawaii.
Slay.
And I will say, like, I probably would never have gotten there if I didn't, like, meet all of the wonderful people here. Like, just I will say, seeing you win your award was such a big thing for, like, obviously it was a big thing for you, but, like, it was such a big thing for, like, all of us, because I saw you and I was like, I can be someone like that. And I need to get there, and I need to make you proud, and I need to
You
be someone that you're that you could be proud
I'm
of.
so proud of you.
But like, I need to show that all of us can get there. Like, every single one of us. There's always going to be possibilities, and we just have to take them, and then we can do whatever we want.
Literally. And that's what we need to, like, continue showcase is that whatever the media think or whatever, like, our president thinks you guys are going to do with your life, like, bestie, sounds like a personal problem to me because that is not a reality, right? And we need to continue doing things that not only make you proud, not only make
you proud.
not that they only make you proud, but like show other kiddos like, hey, you can do it too, right? And just the same way Jasper inspired you and inspired a lot of the kiddos your age, you're also inspiring a lot of younger kiddos that are coming to Spill the Tea Cafe and they're like, where's Kai? You know what I mean? Like, I know, Kai, that just the same way Jasper inspires you, you inspire other kids, and you may not notice that, but you've got a lot of eyes on you too. So I just hope that both of
No
you know
pressure.
that you guys are paving the way for other kiddos, and I truly appreciate that because the fact that you're waking up every single day and deciding that through all of your adversities and challenges, you're still choosing to push forward, that just says a lot about you.
Yeah, call us slurs however much you want, but we've got a youth advocate in mental health and a young innovator in behavioral health.
Slay! Jasper,
Yeah.
have we ever talked about your award?
We have not.
Okay, well,
Talk about
let's
it.
revisit that because Jasper went back to Canada and then he went to the mainland and then he got an award and I was like,
And money.
I did get money.
and he got the money. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, last summer we advertised on the podcast my Transcend group for trans youth, and Hope Lab awarded me basically 30 under 30 in young innovation in mental health or behavioral health. So I was, very grateful to receive that award for my work, like with the trans community.
But what do you mean, like, for your work? Like, say more. I know you got more. Say more.
I mean, it was just something that, I don't know, I felt uncomfortable calling it innovation because at a certain point I was just just being there for them, you know?
Well, I mean, that in itself is innovation because there's nowhere really.
Yeah, I guess. I just wanted to focus on sort of empowerment and discussions that we don't get to have other places. So it was just, you know, come to my group for an hour and we're going to talk about how our week was and how we felt about our body and like who called us a girl at school. And then we're going to feel better at the end of it.
How was it to receive that award?
It was incredible. It was a dream come true. The same thing. If I never thought that would happen to me, I was like, who am I? I'm with all these really impressive people. But then it was also affirmation that like, oh, you know, I am doing it. You know, this is it.
Wasn't like Paris Hilton in the room? Or
Paris
something
Hilton
like
was
that,
there.
too? I'm like, wow, these boys are slaying. And then what about you, Kai? How are you feeling like leading up to the day of, you know, the day you're going to receive the award? How are you feeling?
I've definitely been counting down the days. It's very much like, even when I was allowed to talk about it, I was like, I don't want to seem like full of myself, but I want to tell people. Like first thing I did when I got notification that I was allowed to was I went to the first teacher that really made me feel like I was important. Like I went to one of my teachers, and I was like, hey, I just got this award and I genuinely would never have been able to do it without you. Like you are such an important person in my life and I'm so happy that I got to be like here with you throughout my years in high school. And she might be there, so I'm really excited about that.
I was gonna say, can we sit her on our table because we would love to have her.
I was gonna buy her ticket, but
no, these kids, I'm telling you,
you were gonna be there anyway.
Yes, you're gonna be there anyway.
Yeah.
I was not told that.
Oh my God, it's like we're gonna put your name down. We're not gonna tell you. We're just gonna like, woo woo, we're here. Get up. We're getting
so
the car.
excited.
No, but we're super excited because you guys are really rewriting your future in a way that you guys probably thought at some point that was impossible, you know, and you guys are out here thriving.
Shit,
right?
I mean, like, language, but I mean, I'm graduating in not even
Not
2
2
weeks,
weeks,
in a
like
week.
a week.
I'm graduating on Sunday.
No, let's not talk about it.
I have an alert
So
on my
basically, by
calendar.
the time this podcast airs, Kai's gonna be graduated already. Kai, where are you going next?
University of California, Riverside. And I'm gonna be studying psychology.
Yeah!
Psychology in the house.
Yeah.
High five. Are you gonna be an
Completely
intern here?
missed. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I'm gonna be in California, but summer.
Yeah. So what are you hoping to achieve with that degree?
I'm still on the fence about that because I do think medical would be very important to have, like, more
Push
T for T.
Prozac.
More like trans health providers for trans, like,
People.
I didn't, clients, patients, but also, like, maybe I should go into law. I know a lot of people have been like, you should go into law. Like, you're very good at this. And I'm like, yeah, I am really good at this. Criminal psychology.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
Criminal psychology, or maybe becoming a psychiatrist or a psychologist. Like, there's
You guys
so many.
imagine Kai becomes a psychiatrist and suddenly we have Dr. Kai here at Spility Cafe? That would be dope.
My
No, but
long
honestly,
name.
Kai,
Dr.
like
Chang
I don't
Schultz.
want
Dr.
you.
Chang Schultz.
I don't want you to feel pressure to know like what you want to do with your major because you may be going into the major with the idea of becoming X, Y, and Z, and like maybe a year and a half in, you're like, actually, I could put this major towards something else, and I just want you to know that plans change, and that is okay. Don't
That's
you
what the
ever?
minor's for.
Yes, exactly. You see, these kids are so smart. They're like, Auntie, we don't need your advice. We got
Psychology
it."
major with a minor in fine arts.
Wow. And have you always wanted to do that?
Oh, absolutely. I love art. Like, ever since I was little, like, you can ask my mom. I've been begging her to let me, like, just be an artist. And I was gonna go, like, full throttle, just go to art school, become an artist. But then I was like, but money.
And actually, you are an artist. I mean, what happened at our last
Period.
event, the other, like, I think it was last year? What happened at that event?
I did sell some art. I mean, I didn't sell that much. I made, like, What? Oh, you're talking about that event.
That event.
I thought Pride Fest, but yeah, I made $300.
Work.
Just under $300. It was crazy to me because I'd never seen that much money come out of like something I was passionate about before. And I did brag about it a little bit. I was like, "Oh my God, Mom, look, I made money." And then I spent all of it on what did I spend on? Like food.
Yeah.
I love that. No, slay.
Yeah.
No, I really like that because, again, we want to give you guys an outlet to explore and follow the things that you're truly passionate about and, you know, create a dream out of it. I mean, like you, like when you did DBT group, like we really just wanted to give you the floor. And I think that that group, I do have to say that it was probably one of the most successful groups, the one that was co-led by you, because, again, like, it's a lot easier for youth to resonate with something or to be able to relate when it comes from a person that has gone through it, right? And once again, the kids really look up to you guys,
love the
right?
DBT group.
What about
DBT
you?
divas.
What are you in school for? I know you're here for the summer, but how's school going?
It's great. I'm also a psych major. So that's fun.
How much longer do you have?
2 years.
And where do you go?
I go to University of British Columbia in Vancouver. Go
Slay.
Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
Slay.
You know, I'm pretty sure we're also going to be the Thunderbirds.
Work.
I forgot what Riverside's mascot was.
It's embarrassing if it's not the
I don't know.
Thunderbirds.
Let me check. Wait, can I check?
Quick check. Can you please show us all, because now we all need to know.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your mascot again?
The Thunderbirds.
Thunderbird.
Oh, never mind. We're
Damn.
the
Let me see.
Scotty Highlander.
Oh.
I was looking at a different school.
So cute.
I was looking at a different school that was the Thunderbirds. That's why. I was looking at your school,
Yeah.
and I was looking at
It's a good school.
somewhere else in California.
It would be kind of hilarious if you all went to the same school.
Yeah.
I was
would be
thinking about
epic.
it.
UBC's a good school.
That would be epic.
I complain about it, but it's a good school.
No.
You guys are funny. When we talk, right, like moving on now, talking about like this huge event, Youth Thrive Fest, what do you think, or why do you think that events like Youth Thrive Fest are important for the youth?
Well, I mean, they're important because it gives like physical evidence that we're still here and that we have a place. Like, not only that we have a place, but that we are not going to leave that place. Like, we are always going to take up space in every community, in every, like, everywhere, all over. We're always going to be here, and no matter what, like, they can't take that away from us.
And we're worthy of the space we take
Yeah.
up. We deserve it.
We're allowed to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, take up all this space, bro. Like, what do you mean? Take it all up. What about you, Jasper? Why do you think that events like Youth Thrive Fest are important for the youth right now?
We don't have much else. I mean, it's a very scary world that we're all living in, and I can only imagine how much scarier it would be if I was still a teenager. I mean, it was scary when I was a teenager too, and that was under completely different circumstances. But it's just, yeah, like Kai was saying, it's proof that we're still here, we're not going anywhere, and you know, they've tried to get us before, and it hasn't worked, and it never will.
Slay. And it's true, right? Like, I think that I already mentioned this before, but we're really trying to change the narrative because, like you said a long time ago,
I'm not that
tragedy.
old.
Well, it's like 3
long
years, 2
time
years
ago.
ago. Like, tragedy does sells more in the media, and that is not the reality, right? Like, you guys are more than trans kids. You guys are more than the children of your parents, right? So really, like, let's celebrate you for who you are. Let's give you the space and the room to do whatever you want. And I think that, once again, the reason why I think this event is so important is because it's for the youth, but it's truly by the youth, right? And we want to make sure that this event has the vibe that you guys want to, has the food that you guys want to, the speakers that you guys want to, performers, etc., etc.
We're the
Speakers.
speakers they want.
I know, I'm really excited for you guys to MC this
We're the
event.
speakers we want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Because we can do it better than
when
anyone else.
Yeah.
when you guys got asked about being MCs, what was your first reaction?
Was it really us being asked about?
I think we volunteered.
Yeah, we volunteered.
Yeah, so how did that happen?
We like attention.
So we were
Same
meeting,
reason we're doing this.
Yeah.
we were meeting one day. It was our very first meeting, and you know, Auntie Helen and I, we're very cutesy, very demure. We have like 5 working groups, and I think one of them was like marketing, I don't know, vibe and decor, and then programming. Without questions asked, Jasper and Kai are like, we're gonna do it. I'm like, okay, chill. So
I'd also be bad at anything else.
And they are gonna be volunteering to be your MC for the night. So if you're a youth that, you know, have been wanting to talk to Kai or to Jasper before, this is your night to connect with them. They
We're
don't
not
bite.
that scary.
They're very
Yeah.
sweet. They are very cutesy, very demure.
Limited
so
edition.
just reach out.
We're going back to school.
Yeah.
This is your last chance till next summer.
We're just 2 dudes. We're
Yeah.
just some guys.
Oh my god, you guys are too funny.
Then
How do you guys think?
Couple months.
When are you coming back? I'm like, you haven't left, so when are you coming back?
Fall break, yeah.
Potentially. I mean, it depends, because do I want to come back? I'm kidding.
Yes, you do.
I want to come back. I already want to come back.
Yeah.
I'm here and I already miss it. But I'll probably try and get here like fall break whenever I can. So that would only be like 4 months, 3 months.
Fall break, is that like October or November?
October.
It's gonna be Honolulu Pride,
Yeah.
another event.
I'll try and make it by Pride.
no,
Hey, I'll just skip school. I'm kidding. I'm
we
kidding.
don't promote that behavior.
Yeah.
Go to school, take your classes.
I
we
love
don't
school.
Skip school. How do you guys think that events like Youth Thrive Fest supports our youth mental health?
I mean, it's like kind of the same reason. I mean, it's community. That's the most important thing, I think, in my mental health journey. Sure, the medication, sure, the therapy sessions, but the most important thing has been my friends. They've been the ones, I'm calling them before I'm calling my therapist. You know? Sorry, Brittany.
Sorry, Brittany.
I mean, same with Deja.
Yeah. Sorry, Deja.
Like, we've talked about it. Jasper's usually the one who talks to her about me coming to him. Because I'll be like, I'll have a hard time and I'll be, hey friends, can we call for like 5 minutes? I want to cry for a bit. And then like, Jasper will say, hey Deja, so let's gossip.
Kai's
about
calling
Kai.
me again.
God, he's so unstable.
Get your client in control.
Get him on meds.
God.
So it's like
God.
Kai goes to Jasper to process his emotions. He gets advice, and then Jasper goes to Kai's therapist and has a therapy session on behalf of Kai, and then comes back and delivers the message. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's more like I go to them and I'm like, I feel like I can trust you guys with this information, and you guys are my friends, and you guys understand me. And then, by proxy, Brayton, not Brayton, Jasper tells Deja.
Yeah. Well, it's also, besides just hanging out with the people you already know, it's a chance to meet new people. We met at one of the events here.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Well, we told you before we shot. So, yeah.
Come on.
For
Guys,
the camera,
I just
Kiki
found
didn't
out
know.
like 30
Yeah.
minutes ago, so I'm pretending like I just found out again. But
Yeah.
I actually did not know that these two met through an event, and I think that is really important to say, because a lot of the youth, they are really hesitant to sign up to Youth Thrive Fest because they think that only regulars come to this kind of event, and the reality is that I'm already seeing a lot of new names that are getting registered to the event. So don't be afraid, right? Don't be afraid to come through, check us out, check out the event. If you'd rather be connected to like one of the teen mentors throughout the night, we're more than happy to do that. But again, it's really going to be a space where you can connect with new friends, or you can just bring in your friends, your cousins, your neighbors, whoever you want. This is a night where we want to make sure that you are celebrated, and I mean, there's going to be great food.
And I mean, also, like, even with when I had the game night, when I hosted game night here.
That was so fun.
I had a bunch of people from my school come. Like, I had a bunch of my friends came in. Some came just for the food, because there's going to be food there. And then they stayed the entire time. And they had fun, and they played games with us. It was great. And now I know, like, a couple of my friends do come often. Even some people that I met just this year at school, I was like, hey, you should come down to this thing with me. I'll make you boba, trust.
Yeah.
And now they come whenever I do.
And what's so funny? What's so funny?
Not much.
Anyway, talking about Youth Thrive Fest, I think that some of the things that the youth can expect there is great food, great dessert. There's gonna be a magic show, performances by other youth. There's gonna be art for sale from all of the youth here at Spill the Tea Cafe. There's gonna be words from our founder. There's gonna be individuals from the capital that are gonna come speak. So I think this is a great opportunity, not only for the youth to connect and make new friendships, but also if you are a member of the community, if you are an ally that have been watching from behind the screen and you want to create a meaningful impact, this is your chance to do it. What are you most excited about Youth Thrive Fest?
I mean, there's a lot to be excited about. The MCs. Jasper's
He
gonna
said
be
the
there.
MC.
Yeah, Kai's gonna be there.
Yeah. All the food, definitely. I think, all jokes aside though, I'm like really excited to meet new people and get more. Beep, beep, beep. Me too.
I like where that was going.
Can I go inside the little pot over there? I have my charger there. Okay. Go get it quick.
Go,
You're gonna
go.
in there?
Run.
Yeah. You're gonna stay in there. Yup. Okay, go ahead.
Is there a charger? Make sure.
No, never mind. I'm staying here. Do you wanna stay in there or come out? No, I'm just staying here. Okay.
Sick of us.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so,
Me too.
Kai, you can pick up from
Rude.
Did you say Jasper's gonna be there, and then Jasper you said Kai's gonna be
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you pick up from there.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
3, 2.
And like all jokes aside, I'm really excited to not be more active in the community, but like be more physically there and like see my peers and like meet new friends. Because like I do that a lot here at the cafe, but it's much different when it's like a big space like the venue, because I know you said like there's a bunch of new names, so there's gonna be people that I don't know, and I'm excited for that.
Oh, thank you. What about you?
I'm excited to watch everyone else make friends, you know? I think those are connections I never had, and it's really cool to see, the younger generation of trans kids, even though it's, 4 years difference. I mean, it's so different than when I was their age, and it's really inspiring, and it instills a lot of hope in me to see them connect with each other, and it makes me very happy.
I love that. I think that what I'm most excited about is seeing our true supporters. I feel like anyone that supports us and that's always like leaving comments of love and kindness, I feel like they are going to show up. So I'm truly excited to finally connect with those individuals that have supported our mission and vision since day one. So yeah, I'm truly excited for that. What are you guys wearing?
I don't know.
Dun 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 dun.
What's the
Yes,
the
the
dress
dress
code?
code.
I'm asking you guys, what's the dress code?
I'm a sheeple. I follow what people tell me to do.
I was gonna wear
Oh.
like a suit.
Yeah, me too. Or like, if that's too formal, I can do aloha tee.
No, I want to know what are we wearing,
I can do
because
full
I'm gonna have to
three-piece
go
suit.
thrifting and find a
10-piece
new.
suit.
3.
3. I was like, I don't think there's such a thing.
I'm gonna go thrifting.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you guys wearing then?
Probably the same thing we wore to the gala last summer.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah. Suit and tie.
suit and tie. Period. You heard it here first. Suit and tie. Okay, maybe I'm gonna wear like a long like a dress or something like that. Slay. Okay, well, we are coming to an end of this episode, unfortunately. But if there's someone out there that's watching this episode and they're unsure about attending, what would you tell them?
I mean, YOLO.
Yeah.
No,
You
like
only live once.
It's not that it's only gonna happen once, because it's like it's kind of a yearly thing, but like you're never going to make the same memories at this event than you are at a future event that you might have more courage to like just like, oh, I'll just go. Like that's the type of attitude you have to be when it comes to these types of things. You just gotta go. And
about-
plus, it's free.
Yeah.
So if
And
you're
it's
under 18,
free!
it's
Good
free.
job. I almost forgot that one. If you're under 18, bestie is free. What about you,
And you got more to gain than you do to lose.
Jasper? How
Yeah.
can people sign up if they want to go to Youth Thrive Fest?
spilltheteacafe.org/YouthThriveFest.
But also, on a more serious note, I do want to raise awareness that Hawaii ranked last in mental health care access. And if you want to change that for our youth and our families, you can always donate to organizations like Spill the Tea Cafe, where we are providing free mental health care access to all youth and their families, regardless of their ability to pay or insurance payment. You can easily go on spilltheteacafe.org, click on the donate button and make your donation. Big mahalos to Kai and Jasper. Really appreciate you guys always leading in a way that people want to follow, like Auntie Halen would say. And I am really grateful and honored that you guys have found a safe space here. And for all of you guys, please, you don't want to miss out. Friday, June 13 at the Kahala Resort, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Grab your ticket, free for all youth under 18. And yeah, that's it. Bye.
Bye.